I know that, or at least I believe that what you have done with your company is that you have tried to make pricing of printed product easier to do.
Easier also and standardized.
So what does it mean, standardizing of pricing?
Because we differ ourselves from other companies.
In what way?
That is a standardized product, and everything we do is coming to every customer. So
okay. So you have, like, instead of having a solution that is altered for very expensive costs.
Yeah,
like
and a lot of consultant hours. We don't have that.
You basically say that we develop and then we deliver the full package to the printer, and then they can use whatever they want. Or?
Yeah, so it's a one-click installation.
It is?
If they come to us, we press the button and they can start working right away.
Oh, isn't that great?
It's standard software, and we're continuously developing the software more and more, and everything we develop is for everybody.
You select the printing business as your niche, so you can make, because the needs for a printing house is more or less the same.
Same in all over the world. Yeah. So it's a cloud solution, standardized, easy to set up, and it's available and also usable for everybody in the whole world. So
that's cool.
It's good.
Yeah. And I mean, you started 4 years ago. Are you a programmer yourself, or?
From the bebeginning, yes, but I don't do any programming right now. But from the beginning, I am.
Okay.
Civil engineer in computer science.
And any relation to the printing industry, or was that just?
It was my colleague's fault. I work with a lot of industries. I've been everything you can find up, but find a colleague, and we teamed up. And
who was your colleague, or who is your colleague?
It's called Bengt.
Bengt.
And he's our guru in the printing industry.
Oh, okay. So he knows a lot about the printing business and how you calculate prices, and
he more or less know how it works, and I know how to put it into software.
Okay, that's great. So now the next challenge. I mean, is the software available now, or?
Yes, it is. It's available, and we have payable customers all over the Nordic countries right now, and we're expanding with new owners also in the company.
Okay. So is it like an active investor that has been, or is it a passive investor that you have got?
Active.
I guess that is pretty impressive that you in 4 years have developed the software, you have got it into market, you've even been attractive to investors. I guess that investors is needed if you want to be a global player, right? Or
yeah, the first 3.5 years was to prove ourselves, to get our customers and to get the software out and running. And then the next step now is to go global. And for that we need investors. So we need time and money and knowledge about how to do that.
If you have a software, I mean, would it be wrong to call it an MIS system, just to put it like in a box, or is it an MIS system, or how do you?
It's both. It's a MIS system, but together with partners we have a ERP system together.
So you have
complete
like
package.
So the one-click installation is the Omikai, and then you have you can add it to some financial systems, so you have that functionality as well.
We have a lot of integrations with financial systems, with transport systems, with pre-press flows and machines and so on and so on.
So are you saying that if people buy Omikai because it's a great MIS system, you can actually tailor-made, so if some companies like this ERP system, they can use that, and if somebody else like this pre-press system, they can use that, and if somebody's using that transportation management system, they can use. So you can build the best of all the worlds, basically.
And I think it's a good opportunity also, because the accounting system, the transport systems differs between each country. So it's good that we have the basics in the MIS system, and we can integrate with the local software that is.
Yeah, that's cool, because I mean, every country have its own favorite, right? For finances, because there's tax regulations and VAT and different.
Very different in many countries.
So basically, rather than trying to fit into one ERP system, you have actually made the graphical part of it. You have made as a. Can you use Omikai without any of these things?
Yeah, you can do that, of course.
Okay.
But we put everything that is the same all over the world in one system. And it's CRM, it's the MIS, planning, purchasing, preparing transports and invoicing. But the rest we have partners for, local partners.
I was just wondering, because if you do the MIS system, obviously the knowledge about how you make the calculation from basics. I mean, you know that you have the variable cost and you have the fixed cost and you have the parts of the financing and all these kind of things, right?
Yeah. Should do.
Yeah, should do. Yeah. I was just wondering. Is that something that is difficult to make produce in a software that is easy to then use as a user? Because I've been working in a printing house, and I think that if I will not name any solutions, but I think they suck. I really think that most ERP systems trying to be a MI system, they really sucks because they're so complex and there's so many things that could be taken for granted. I mean, if I ask for a 16-page A4 brochure, 4+4, why should I consider which paper it should be imposed to, and why should I consider whether you want a long grain or short grain direction paper? I mean, I'm just asking because I mean, as a salesperson, I used to be a sales manager in a printing house in Denmark. And I just thought that, okay, it is actually obstructing the process for me to use an ERP-based MIS system for pricing, because it was like a lot of technical information that really didn't add value to the process. Is that something that you have changed, or is that, how do you see it?
The problem for us was either you have systems that are focusing on one type of production, and they're very good at that.
Or offset, or what?
Only offset, or only that, or only that. Or you have the complex systems that you can configure and with consultant hours configure to work with the entire flow. But for us, it's a problem to standardize everything in a scalable, standardized product. And that we have solved in a very good way, so we can have an architecture that works for all the types of production.
So, just to see if I understand you right, does that mean that when you make a calculation in your system, it is based on template, or how should I understand it?
It's based on basic parts like a sheet or a folder or some kind of something, and then you build templates of that.
Okay. So you have like a range of, for example, if you have digital, then you have click prices, and if you have paper, you have different sizes of sheets or kilo price or whatever. I mean, so you build the product, and then
building blocks or something,
and then you can create a template based on that choice, and then you can use that template for the next time you have a similar product,
or base a template for a quotation. You make a quotation based on the template, and then you can change everything in the quotation. Okay. But the template makes it fast to do the quotation. You're making a quotation in seconds, but you can even change things to a more specific quotation for a customer. So the templates is doing good work.
That's great. I guess also that makes it easy if you want to integrate with web-to-print solutions, because they quite often have like template-based pricing, right? So rather than having a pricing template in a web-to-print solution, you can use the templates that you offer.
Yeah, of course.
Is that using a standard API that you're offering for these suppliers, or?
Yeah, we are, and we're trying to standardize the integration with the web-to-print systems also. It's not really easy because there are a lot of web-to-print systems, but we're fighting to standardize it. And yes, as you said, we have the templates, and they can be added to groups, categories, and the categories and the products are available on the web-to-print system. So it's
cool. So where do you see? I mean, you have now been in existence for 4 years. So where do you see your company in, let's say, 1 year, and maybe next Drupa that's in 3 years? So are you having a booth inside or outside next year? Next time.
Probably going to have it inside next year.
Inside next year. Okay.
So in 4 years or something.
3 years.
3 years. Oh, it was 3 years now. It was 2019. Yes, they're shortening the period. We're going to have an inside booth. We're going to have active customers in all of Europe. And we're going to continue.
You have a lot of ideas in pipeline, both from customer side, but also from your own knowledge?
Ideas, of course, and you get ideas from customers also. It's just to put everything together and find generic standardized solutions to solve many customers' demands in one solution. So it's a puzzle.
I met our joint, it's not my client, but it's my media darling, Jenny Holmin from Aros Book Bindery.
Yeah.
I met her just a little bit earlier today, and And I had to ask her about
course,
it.
of course.
She said that we are close, but we still have some development. So that means that when she said there's some development in progress, that development will actually not just benefit her, but will benefit all Omikai clients.
All the development we're doing is benefiting everybody.
Yeah.
And she had some specific implementing needs.
Bindery, so that is
of
course, yeah.
So we take in all this, implement that, and make it available for everybody.
Yeah. Is having the solution as a cloud-based solution? I mean, if I have the hat on, right, the negative hat, I would say that as a printer, all my data is so critical. So having them in a cloud-based solution. Have you had any experiences with people commenting on having
we thought
critical data?
Yeah, we thought it's going to be more than it was, but all people have money in the cloud and they're using cloud for everything nowadays. So the strict was less and less.
But I was just thinking, I have today's 35 jobs lined up for printing, and then my internet operator by accident cuts the wire to the internet at my printing house.
Then you take out your cell phone and you have 4G. You can run it anyway.
Oh, he's from Sweden. They have 4G phones.
Or 3G in the rest of the world. So
3G, they don't even have that in Denmark.
Okay, GSM in the rest of the world.
GSM, it takes a bit of time, but it's okay.
Follow.
Yeah. Well, that was nice talking to you, Mathias.
Nice.
And next time we meet, it will definitely be before, because we run into each other quite often, right?
We do that.
Yeah. And I've said to you many times I want to come and see you and get to know, because listening is one thing, but seeing and
it's the same. You want to feel of it, and you want to touch it and see it in action.
I think it would be difficult to sell like a soft touch lamination just by words, right?
Very hard, very hard. You have to feel it, you have to touch it.
To touch it, right?
Smell it and taste it.
So that was great. Well,
yeah.
thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.